Hello.
Hi guys, welcome to the Dog and Pony Show. I am Monique Bradley.
Hello. Hello, and I'm Pete Ward.
Thank you for filling in your name there. Thought you had a moment where you forgot who you were.
I am a
Hey, welcome to this show. It's a podcast / live webinar / live interactive talk show / you may be watching this also on what when it's not live. What's the opposite?
On demand.
On demand. Now I'm forgetting things. We've been working in the digital space, if we haven't met before, for the longest time. Pete and I both come from entertainment backgrounds, but we've also always worked in either communications, or Pete's worked in education and has been a specialist in IT for the last 23 years. I always embrace technology to be able to promote myself out there in the entertainment and media world. And now we've combined our powers and we work with businesses all around the world to help them grow in the digital space, to help them get their message out there, to help them sell more products, to help them educate more people, whatever their kind of needs are in the digital space. And right now, digital is the one thing that's kind of enabling us to still keep in contact with our clients. And you're probably, or maybe if you're watching this episode, you're experiencing the same. Good morning to everybody who is watching the stream today.
Yes, good morning.
Pete, do you want to highlight very quickly your real expertise in the IT online world?
I do, and if I look slightly distracted, it is because I'm running the show as well as appearing on the show. So I'm checking all the technology. We've got computers and bits and pieces everywhere. I'm monitoring it on my phone to make sure that I can actually hear myself. Everything seems to be going fine, so that's great. Good morning. Welcome to the show, the Dog and Pony Show. My expertise is that I've spent 23 years, or over now 23 years in IT, doing digital stuff. And all that time, I retrained. I'm what you call and if you haven't heard this before, this story, I'm a second chance learner. I left school with no qualifications and I retrained as an adult. So that's what that means. And when I was about 27, I got into computing and into IT. And when I got my qualifications from a polytech down in Rotorua, and I then started in a primary school as the technician. So learned all the bits and pieces there, networking computers together, administering a network, worked my way all the way up to a tertiary institute, Te Wānanga o Aotearoa, where I was in charge of all of the student side of the technology when we were supporting the Virtual Learning Centre, which was the very first distance and mixed mode learning centre rolled out in New Zealand ever. So that was a privilege to be on that project as the project director and of the Virtual Learning Centre. So whilst doing that, we retrained 12,000 adult students to bring the cycle of the whole story around. I was now providing a computer qualification for those 12,000 students across 47 sites across the North Island. So
that's an incredible story. It's
yeah.
The circle of life, isn't it?
It is. It's doing my little bit to pay back the chance that I had, that second chance. So I'm giving second chances to everyone, and now we're having another chance right now to for your business to change direction or
diversify in some cases.
Diversify and step up. Now it's a chance. Yes, it's a challenge. Yes, it's something we care very deeply about, and we are watching the news and everything, and we know what's going on. We're not minimising it in any way, but what we are saying in this uncertain times, that often when you're in a business, you sometimes get knocked back by the banks and other lending institutes because you don't have a full-time job. Unfortunately, those with the full-time job are now the ones on the back foot, and I say unfortunately because I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but now is your chance as a business owner to step up. It's not a chance to go, man, it's going to be worse for me, I'm going to lose more clients. You might lose some clients, but this is your chance to gain more clients, because digitising yourself or onlining yourself, taking anything you can and making it digital. Even watching this podcast, you can see this is coming to you now as a digital format. We've already changed this. This is our studio. We've put a new set in here. We've put up our lighting. You can't see the lighting. There's lighting all around. There's more. Here.
There's more lighting and technology than people right now. There's very little room to walk around, but there's plenty of lighting, plenty of technology, and absolutely. A massive desk.
Absolutely, big desk. Yes, we've got a desk right here, right in the middle. That's going to be our life. now for the next, weeks and weeks, just and so helping you out doing this.
Yeah, so our goal is to really help you guys right now, because we're all in this together, and to give you as much knowledge and information as we possibly can to help you get through this time. So if you are in that space where you want to re-engineer your business, or as Pete said, take it maybe from offline to online, or perhaps look at new ways to communicate, that's what these podcasts are about. And I'm like a lot of the people that we actually work with. So I never touched a computer till 1998. I was a complete technophobe. See you back in a second, Pete. I was a complete technophobe, and I really struggled to embrace technology. And it wasn't until I was forced into a new job, excuse me, by working in a bank, that I had to learn for the first time how to use a computer. So like Pete, I was also an old dog learning new tricks, and had to really embrace technology. And since then, it really opened up my eyes. Rather than feeling afraid of it, I kept asking, what more can I do? How many more people can I connect with? How is this going to make my life easier? And that's really what these podcasts are about, giving you knowledge and information to make your life easier, to reach more people, to help yourself get through this really challenging time. So just to let you know, while we're live, you are more than welcome to ask any questions. It's a two-way conversation here between us, but also after the live stream, if you watch this on demand, you can still send us questions and ask anything about any of the topics that we're talking about. And today we really want to focus on some of the tools that we highly, highly recommend, and we're going to put a full list of these into our website, yourfixcommunications.com. We'll share that website link once it's up as well for the page. We're going to show you through all the tools that we use to make to basically grow businesses online. We use them in our own businesses. Even yesterday, we had some beautiful clients that we're working with in Australia contact us asking, they're in coaching, and they've built the most incredible online platform for the delivery of their knowledge. So an online learning course, self-directed learning. And it takes you through 2 years of an incredible transformation. And we were actually talking more deeply into the type of platform. And there's a number of online learning platforms you can use around the internet. But we've done the hard work, because we've had to build so many for different clients, that we've actually worked out which is the most cost effective, the easiest to use, the one that'll get you up and running. And a lot of the things that we're going to show you today comes with tutorial videos as well. So when you're using a particular technology or a website, or some of the providers that we're going to talk about today, it comes with all the educational information that you need to get yourself up and running. That's about right, hey Pete?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
All
good.
right.
Well put. Well said.
Thank you.
So
and that's coming from a former technophobe. So I can do this stuff. So if I can do this stuff, you can do that too. And speaking on that, if you do get stuck, feel free to send us a message. We do online coaching sessions one-on-one with people to talk you through anything that you might be stuck with. All right.
Absolutely.
The first one, which is this for me is the heart and soul of any business. Because what happens if you've had to leave your computer at work and you're now stuck at home for the next 4 weeks? What do you do? One of the things that we do is over the years, has been migration from platforms, email servers, or email platforms as an example. I'm going to get Pete to talk more into it because it's quite technical. Email from your computer into all of your devices so that you can keep connected. So Pete, are you ready to talk into that?
Just checking.
Almost. Going to bring up the information. It is one of the best tools to keep all of your resources together, to keep all of your emails together. And here it is. Pete, let's talk.
Okay, so we're talking G Suite. This is the Google suite of programs, which is basically it is the business version of Gmail. So absolutely, it's the best thing I've stumbled across for this type of business solution. What used to happen is you'd get some hosting on a server for your website, and they offered the SMTP server for your email. You get an email address, and then one day, 2 years down the track, you want to shift your website. So you shift your website, and you just suddenly realize, we've lost all our email. It's still on the old server. So you've got two options. You either leave it on the server and keep paying for that one so you can get your email, or you try to shift it across, which is a bit of a mess. Or the third option probably is you just go, To
I'll
hell
just
with it. I'll
start
download
again.
it all and onto my laptop, and then I'll just start again. Okay.
And that's really time consuming. For some people, when they're having to do that, it's knocked them out of business for a couple of days.
Absolutely.
So they're losing that valuable time with their clients. I love G Suite. It gives me so many functions and allows me, most importantly, to keep connected with my calendar, with all of my documents and my email. And why I love that is I can pick up any device in our house. There's 9 devices and all of my information is the same across any platform. I could go... Once the shops open up again, I could go and use a computer in the library and I could still access all of my documents and all of my email all in the same place. That's why I love it. You are completely mobile with G Suite.
Absolutely. So it gives you, basically, it hosts all your email for you. It's called through an MX record, which stands for Mail Exchanger Record. And basically, it just means that no matter where you host your website on the internet, all you need to do is know that those MX records are pointing to Google, and then everything is honky-dory. It's obviously all backed up. It's obviously available. There's only been 2 times, I believe, in the whole history of Google that they've ever had any issues whatsoever, and that's quite a big deal. So moving on from that, we're going to look here at hosting. I tend to host with these guys, DreamHost. They are based in America, but I like them. You can get in various different levels. You can start off pretty low. The one that I would recommend is the WordPress hosting that they do. They do a special WordPress virtual server set of a database and a web server combined just for you. So
Now, can I ask you a question about hosting? Do you want to pop back to the studio, Pete? If possible.
Yes.
Great. Whoopsie. And it's just one of the questions that we actually get asked the most. People don't understand what hosting actually is. I know, this is a really good question. I want to explain this to you guys because it is once you understand, then you know what you're paying for. And that's the most important thing. If you're going to pay for any of these tools, like just popping back to G Suite, why do you pay for that tool? It has extra functionality. Everything's sorted. They've got great support. It's easy to use. Yep. And we even share calendars within it. It's fantastic for business to keep everybody connected. So hosting. What is hosting? Because most people tell me, I've got a website, I've bought the URL. Isn't that all I need?
Okay, cool. Good point. Let me explain this. Okay, so your URL or your domain name that you buy them through a registrar. And what that is basically you're buying your post office address. Like we live in a building, it's number 10 on a particular street here in Auckland, right? So that's like your domain name. So the post office can now find you. However, the landlord that we rent the apartment of, that's your hosting. So we basically, to be able to put all of our furniture in this place, that is like hosting. So to be able to put your whole website into a little file or folder that can serve it up to the rest of the world at that address, that's what you're buying. You're buying, renting a space for your files to sit on the internet to get served out, and you access them by knowing the address to go to, which is your domain name. So domain name, address, files is like having a house that you rent.
So that's such a great way to explain it. Now, if you're noticing that you do have a website online and people keep complaining that it's running really slow, or that they keep going and it keeps timing out, or they can't get on there, few things to consider. Obviously, at the moment, the internet is overwhelmed with the amount of people using streaming video. So things might be running a little bit slower. Your website could be running slower because of the size of the images that are loading in there, or video content that you might have embedded into there. But it can also be your hosting. So if you're noticing that you're getting consistently the same thing being told to you about your website, talk to your host or the hosting service and really consider, is now the right time for you to get new hosting. Now, similarly, if you are about to start your business online, if you've never done anything before, that is absolutely the hosting we would recommend.
Yep.
Are you able to bring that back up on the screen one more time? Or is it gone? Here we
Just
go.
got to swap.
There you go.
Windows
DreamHost.
all the time. Cool. I got multiple windows, multiple things going on. It's very,
so
very complicated.
DreamHost there is the one that we recommend, and it's really cost effective as well.
Absolutely. Right. moving on. What have we got? So, going to build a website. You're going to get into it. Obviously, I recommend using WordPress. The reason I do is you can. It never stops being able to get more complicated and more complicated and more complicated. So you can start off very, very simple, get the things up there, and then one day you go, oh, I want an e-learning website. Oh, I want to add e-commerce into there. Oh, I want to have a booking system. Oh, I want to have, and you basically, if you imagine it, there are probably out there plugins that you can add in that extend the functionality of it. So that's one of the reasons. If you just need a simple website, and you're always just going to need a simple website, talk to somebody like Gabrielle McNaughton at halopresentations.co.nz. She'll whip you up a nice little Rocket Spark, I believe it's called, website. So that's a good way to do it. But if you're thinking, I need to get going, but in the future I want to expand, just go with WordPress. While you're in there, basically, let's talk about Elementor. So elementor.com is where to go to. We'll put links to all of this into a blog post and put it in here, so at the bottom of the video. This is a page builder. So WordPress as it comes doesn't do a lot. It just serves up your whatever you give it and whatever it looks like. It simply was a blogging site. So this is a page builder where you can get in and actually make it all pretty. And I have another one somewhere.
Do you know what I love about Elementor too, Pete? Is that when people decide that they want to add that functionality into their website to get more into the design side of the website, there's a whole range of video tutorials that actually steps you through step by step on how to use that page builder.
Sure. Absolutely.
I love it. Like, even a technophobe like me, and I am non-technically minded in the slightest. I am so not technical. Even I can use it. And that's great, partly because Pete's showing me what to do. And then similarly, there's all these amazing videos that step you through. So Elementor is really great. So if you've got a WordPress blog site at the moment and it's not that pretty and you're not that happy with it, really consider looking into the design side by adding in Elementor to add in those beautiful fancy elements.
Absolutely.
Cool. What have you got next, Pete?
Speaking of beautiful websites, this is the template that I use. So basically, WordPress doesn't do much more than just serve up your files. So you want to make it look nice, use a template. And within this particular template, Oceans WP, it comes free, and then you can buy the add-ons for the extra extensions, which I've done as well. I use this basically for almost 100% of the websites I build now. It has a wide range of demos that you can start with and then swap everything out. It comes with Elementor. That's where I was leading that. So basically, it uses Elementor as its page builder in there. So you start with the template and then use Elementor to build your pages. So. And
I love it. I mean, are we able to bring up an example of, say, Rachel's website, which is built? Is that cool, Pete? Sure. Rachel Thompson is the Smarter Mortgage Lady. Shout out to you, Rachel. And this is a great example of a beautiful, very elegant website that we built. As in, Pete built it, but I kind of helped with the content and the look and feel of it. And it was all created using one of the templates within Ocean WP. So let's take a look. I think it's really pretty, Pete.
I'm getting there.
Okay, it's nearly there. And it's just such a lovely site. You know exactly what she stands for. And it was, the template that we used was... like, everything was laid out beautifully. Yes, you still have to move things around and adjust it.
Can't see it from here.
Oh, you can't see it
across the other side there.
Whoopsie.
So we're going to leave that one.
But you can find her online. Just Google Rachel Thompson, the Smarter Mortgage Lady, and you will find her, and you can check it out. Oh, and Gary Brown says, we'll have to update my New Zealand Walk of Fame site. Yes, you will, Gary. No doubt at this time people will want to be still getting out for a walk. So you might notice a lot of people walking past your stars up there in Orewa.
Okay.
Okay, Pete.
Right.
What have you got next?
Moving on. I've actually lost the connection to my computer across there. I can't actually get there. So we're going to have to just talk you through the rest of them.
Okay, cool.
So one of the things we can do is add in an online learning system. And what we do there is we use one called LearnDash. So LearnDash is worth checking out if you want to add in online learning to your website. It's very, very good. It's got lots of extra little bits and pieces. It hooks up to WooCommerce for selling the actual courses if you need to do it that way, if you want to give extra coupons and all sorts of discounts and subscriptions.
And it connects with your mailing list as well, so you can automate emails as you go, as your students go through learning progression as well. What I love is that especially being a technophobe, or former technophobe, I can use it as well. So it's very modular. So what I normally do when I'm building an online course for somebody is I actually start with paper and pen, and I will block out my key headings. You know, like when you're writing, say, a blog or something like that, and you start with your key points first, and then within those key points, I then start putting all the minor points, which are little pages or activities you can do within that one module, and then I fill in the course content. And for some people, they like to set it up using spreadsheets, and with LearnDash, it comes with a whole lot of video tutorials, and in fact there's video tutorials on how you can set up a whole online course in about 4 hours. That guy did it, Pete?
Yeah.
4 hours! That's crazy.
It was pretty good.
But it was a fantastic video, and it was really easy to follow. And yeah, once you get in there and you start creating it, it's really quite fantastic. And it's just a great way to take your knowledge and expertise, break all the stuff that you're telling people over and over again, and putting that into bite-sized pieces, not people's, so that people can follow through with you.
True.
Yep.
Okay, I think I've resurrected some of it here.
Oh, well done.
So what we've got here is some extra plugins for your WordPress website and WooCommerce website, specifically for WooCommerce. So this is if you're doing e-commerce. So this is your themes. I believe it stands for Your Inspiration Themes, which is where the name came from.
I was going to say, your inspiration, totally
Yep.
heckin' cool.
Yeah. That's right. There's your LearnDash.
Oh, yay.
That resurrected. So that's a good one there. So if you're thinking about doing online learning, it steps you through in a nice pedagogy structured manner, which is what you need. So you've got your learning outcomes established, and then you can add in all sorts of content to help the learners achieve those objectives.
Yeah. Why we recommend this one is that we get asked to consult on online learning all the time, especially now as people want to package up their knowledge and expertise. So we've actually had a look through, God, how many systems? I don't even know.
A few.
Heaps.
Quite a few.
And have balanced up cost efficiency with ease of use as well. And also look and feel, because you want the user experience to be really nice as well.
Totally.
Cool. So that's the one we recommend, LearnDash.
Yep. And then just checking, moving on to the next one here is called Thrive Themes. Now, Thrive Themes is all about conversion-focused WordPress themes and plugins. Okay, so the plugins are the things I use. I use the other theme, obviously I mentioned that. But these guys are all about getting opt-in boxes and serving up files, connecting up to your email server to send out automated emails. Once people log into your website, they can do, there's a couple of different plugins, but one of them is they can take testimonials automatically. You send a link to somebody and they'll just fill a testimonial in, and bam, it's on your website. No mucking around. So
what I love with Thrive Themes is I was able to build a landing page within my own website, so it has pre-done templates for you, which are super easy to use. And why I also loved it is that you can get a plugin which is a quiz builder. So a lot of people ask me,
yes.
They say to me, oh, I really want to build a quiz for my website. That's what I would actually recommend.
Yep.
It was really cool. And I started with a piece of paper and looked at what were the objectives, what were the key things that I wanted people to end up knowing about themselves at the end of the quiz, then worked my way back to create the list of questions. And then it was so easy to build with the Thrive Quiz Builder plugin. It was brilliant.
actually,
Love
it's
it.
really good. It's quite exciting. It engages people. So,
Oh, yeah.
And you can set automated, files to send at the end of it.
Which I did.
Things. Yeah.
I connected that to my MailChimp mailing list, and what was great is it gave me an opportunity to understand what the people that were coming to my website wanted to really know about themselves. It's a way to pre-qualify leads, a great way to get kinesthetic people like me who like to touch everything to engage, and it's a fantastic way. A quiz is a great way to build your mailing list. Really cool.
Great. That's awesome.
Here was me thinking I didn't really know much about today's topic, Pete. And here I am with everything, I guess, because I'm coming from that user experience
That's
as well.
right. You've actually been using it.
I have been.
Okay, so another way you can, another tool that we use an affiliate program, Affiliate WP. Now, what that means is basically anyone who is referred to our website from links. We are working with several affiliates now. They get a cut of the sale for doing the marketing for us as well. So it's actually quite a way for you to monetize. If you think, I've got a big network, I've got some things I could sell online, but I don't have enough people to sell directly to, you can set up an affiliate system where basically your network will sell for you. So it can work and generate money. And on the other side, if you want to sign up for lots of affiliate things at the moment, it's a good way for you to earn money by referring through to programs that you really like.
Yeah, affiliate marketing is big at the moment. Anybody in network marketing, anybody who is part of that world, you're really set up for success. And affiliate marketing referral programs is a great way to generate income just using your social media. So if you are at home for the next few weeks and you don't quite know what to do with yourself, consider affiliate marketing. We are about to launch an online learning program to teach people digital marketing, and that will be an affiliate program as well, purely so that we can help get the knowledge out there, but we can also help people build their own online business by selling or on-selling education, because that's really important for us.
Yeah, it is. I just wanted to mention one here that I haven't got on the screen. It's called Buddy Boss. And what that is for if you were going to use LearnDash specifically for your online learning, then Buddy Boss is a really good combination of a template to put with the online learning. So,
I was just going to say to you, what does Buddy Boss do?
Yeah,
but it's the template to make it look pretty.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, of course, we've got Canva.
This has been a game changer for me, and I love how Canva has grown and grown. You can do so much. You can basically become your own marketing powerhouse. You can do everything from creating your own well, aside from using your own templates, you can create your own, I'm looking for a branding kit. So in the back end of Canva, you can set up all of your font guidelines, your color palette and everything. So it means if you're just creating content for yourself, everything that you go to do will start creating in your color palette with your fonts all ready to go. I love now that they have video options, so I can do a presentation and embed video straight into the presentation. I can also, if I'm using a Canva for presentation, I can actually, from the Canva dashboard, I can click display, I think it is, and I can actually stream my presentation straight from Canva without having to download it, because sometimes they can be really big. You can do so much. You can make your own magazine. You can do all of your own social media graphics. You can design your own logo in there. The only thing that's stopping you is how much time you have to be creative. So right now, I think we've all got a little bit more time.
I think so.
I love it too, because you don't have to be a graphic designer. So if you are being a little more cost efficient, it's a really good tool to have. They start with a free version. You can also watch all of their videos, so you can learn how to use things. If you're not somebody like me who just jumps in and touches everything and plays with everything, it can talk you through and teach you everything you need to know. And we have a commercial version of it, so we have extra functionality, like we can clear cut images within the framework of it, and it just gives you lots of extra images. There's also free stock images that you can use within it, and there's also free stock video that you can use in there. So if you need to create some sort of video for your social media, you can start there. It just goes on and on and on. I love it. It is one of my best tools. I literally use every day in our business. It is the best.
Absolutely.
So often I'm called up to do pitch decks for clients as well. So I can do a pitch deck within that and pull together something relatively quickly. And because we have the commercial version, I can also on-share a link of a working file to somebody else, which they can also add information into as well.
Amazing.
So yeah, brilliant
really
functionality, canva.com.
That's right. So we'll just run through them again. From the top, we're talking about tools that we use basically every day, really, in our online business. So you can have a look at these tools. We will put them in a blog post for you and put the links all under the video. So we've got G Suite, which is basically the business version of Gmail. Absolutely use it with your own domain name. So it's everything
really good.
Comes out as you. It's branded as you. We've got Canva, we just mentioned. We've got OceanWP, which is oceanwp.org, which is a template for WordPress. So I use that a lot. We've got LearnDash.com, which is an online learning course structure platform. And BuddyBoss, which goes with it as a template for specifically for online learning, which really makes it look flash. We've got yiththemes.com, which is YITHEMES. I believe it stands for Your Inspiration. They are plugins specifically for WooCommerce, which is the e-commerce that you use in a WordPress website. Elementor is a page builder, so elementor.com. You use that within the template Oceans WP to make all the pages all look really pretty. It helps you design the pages. Thrive Themes, which is a conversion-based, basically lead gen on your website. So opt-in forms, think pop-ups, think landing pages that are all connected together with an API in the background so that everything is automated. So automation. And hosting came from DreamHost, I recommend, which their WordPress hosting is called DreamPress. So yep, that's kind of our list of tools.
So there you go. If it all sounds a little overwhelming, get in touch.
Yep.
We're here. We're coaching a lot of people at the moment online to help them step by step make it through the transition from offline to online, or to capture their knowledge and help them share that or on-sell their knowledge. Whatever you need, just get us in touch. Send us a message through social media, or you can email us, info@yourfixcommunications.com. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, brilliant. I better check. And we can coach you through whatever solution you need. While we're all feeling a little nervous and a little scared right now, I am a firm believer that out of the chaos of distraction comes new forms. So when we embrace a mindset of opportunity, that's when we can look at what we have right now and think of what we can do with all the greatness that we are.
Great.
That's my thought for the day.
Thank you. That's
All
awesome.
right, time for us to go. Time for a coffee. Please take care of yourselves. And remember, if you're stuck, just get in touch. We're here to help.
Sounds good. I'm Pete Ward.
I'm Monique Bradley. We'll see you soon.